What's up, guys? It's John Reeves Live, and today we're going to be checking out a live performance of Dimash. This is him on Virtuoso 2025, and I'm really excited about this one. This is actually the song My Way, and this is him collaborating with a couple of different artists. I am so excited for him performing at the Madison Square Garden. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be with a couple of my friends as well, too, so please make sure if you do see me out there, come say hello to me. I'm going to be at the Dimash pre-party as well, too. So, yeah, please make sure you come say hello. I'm going to be filming a travel vlog. You don't have to be on it, but if you would like to, come take a picture, come say hello. I would love to meet you. But in saying all that, if y'all are new to my channel, smash that sub button and let's check this one out together, freaking boom! And then hitting that play button, a boop. Such an iconic song. Yes, he is such an awesome cellist. That vibrato he puts on there is so clean.
And now the end is near, and so I'll face the final curtain.
Wow.
My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived,
What a
and I'm this fall. I travel each and every highway.
Wow.
And more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few.
Oh.
But then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway.
Oh, wow.
Was more than this, I didn't want.
His highs coming.
There are times I'm sure you know when I be told more than I can show. What any time when there was stopped, I ate it all and spell it all. I face it all and I stood tall and did it my way.
Wow.
What is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he
This high.
truly thinks, and not the loss of one who needs.
Wow.
The record shows I took the blows and did it my way.
I have to say, man, Dimash's voice is such a jewel. And I know that we've said this before on here, but like anytime I've ever heard him sing with anybody, it does not matter who he is singing with, he stands out to me. And it's like, even amongst obviously world-renowned vocalists, it's still something where it's just like, he has something that nobody else I've ever heard has. And it's just so iconic. You can, I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about, though. He has something that is there, and it's just like, and maybe it's his tonality. I don't know what it is, but also his power with these notes. Like, you can tell he's just very projecting so much with that. Like, a lot of baritones do not necessarily project as much as he does, and that's why I feel like one of many reasons he is so different from a lot of vocalists.
What has he got? If not himself, can he deny whose fate of things he truly feels, and not the Lord of peace. In the stars, I to the temple and leave
Whoa. What an epic performance, man. HAUSER, is that how you say his name? HAUSER? The cello player. He is... I am so happy that him and Dimash have linked up so much recently. Because I know I've said this a few times before. But he sings a lot like a violinist. Plays the violin. And so like a really great way of exempling that is the way that he in particular plays cello. I know we talked about this, I think we're during the SOS performance that they did together. But like... even the way he slides into those strings and stuff, you can easily hear Dimash's voice mimicking this perfectly. And he does it so effortless, but I love, like, I mean, it looks like he's singing to you, but it's just with his cello. And I feel like, I think that's a special thing that certain musicians have, especially like myself being a guitarist. I don't necessarily do this. I'm not going to say that I'm like a guitarist on the scale that he is a cello player by any means, but like there's guitarists out there that whenever they're doing solos, they're like mouthing their solos and stuff like that. I'm not a person that does that by any means, but I know what they're doing there is essentially like, because they know so well what the chord is going to sound like, they're actually like in their mouth, it's like another version of them talking, you know what I mean? So it's like this connection with their brain, mouth, and guitar and fingers and where they're at. And so like for him, you can tell it's the same thing, you know? He knows where that note's going to be at. He knows what it's going to sound like, the voicing of that and everything, so much that it would be like him talking. And I feel like just those two working together, in my opinion, it's one of my favorite things that they've done. Like, I love them both working together. It's such a cool collaboration, and it just brings out this new life to songs that they have heard. So him on this with My Way, and especially with Virtuoso, I think that's such a cool thing that they did there. And then also, like, this pass off, the trade-off right here from the first vocalist to Dimash is so clean. I mean, Dimash can replicate like probably any vocalist out there, but it's so cool to hear this trade-off from one to Dimash.
My friend,
it's almost identical in a weird way.
I've stayed my gate, of which I'm certain. I've lived.
Like that first note where he said I've, it almost sounds like the exact same voice. And then whenever he says lived and brings in his vibrato, you can hear his own tone coming out. But it's so wild, man. Such a clean pass off between the two, and I love that. And also one other thing too, and I feel like this might just be because like trying to stay and maintain within like the song's parameters and the other two vocalists as well too. I think Dimash could have hit some of those my way, especially that last one, he could have done that in a different way, but I feel like he didn't want to necessarily take the spotlight in this case because like all 4 people on stage are in their own right just world-renowned artists, so he obviously didn't want to go out and just outshine everybody with hitting some of these really powerful notes. But I feel like he most definitely, the last part where he's saying I did it my way, he did it in a really respectful way to the other musicians there, and I hope that does not come out sounding like disrespectful in my behalf by any means, but I feel like he definitely ringed it in a little bit and crushed this note with all of them. So I feel like this was a great way, and he does this a lot actually. If you think about it, anytime he ever sings with another artist, he allows them to kind of take a really great spotlight. So this is on part of the chorus with him singing with somebody else, but he could have nailed like a higher version of this note. It's just kind of showing how much of like a gentleman he is in a really good, respectful way, like by not taking that note and running into that higher place. Because there are some vocalists out there that would do a collaboration like this and still take it there just because it's their personality. But I love the fact that Dimash is like such a humble person. He doesn't have to do that, and he does share the spotlight with anybody he's ever on the stage with. It's such a respectful thing, and I think that's one thing that I really love and admire about Dimash. He's a great like musician to work with, it seems like. But either way, that was amazing, and I cannot wait to see what his set list looks like for Madison Square Garden. I'm so excited, man. I'll be there the day before and then the day of the concert. So if anybody does see a tall, lanky dude dressed in all black, most likely, that's probably me. Come say hello to me. Either way, I hope you're having a blessed one. If you need anything at all, please message me. All of my socials are at John Reeves Live. Spread some positivity out there and be kind to each other, and I will catch y'all later. Freaking toodles. Bye.